So we're heading off in the car. It's pitch dark because it's still 5 in the morning. We arrived at the airport and looking fabulous as usual. Gotta do some little camera selfies. I tried my best to find a cute little outfit for the flight because I knew I'd be filming, but at the same time I still had to make sure that I was comfy, so this was the compromise. Next up, we went to the Amex lounge, which makes flight so freaking good. Like, I'm spoiled. I can't imagine flying without the Amex card. So shout out to my man. He's the one who got the Amex for us, and yeah, thank you for letting me enter my trophy wife, spoiled girly era. For the flight, I usually bring a book with me, and it was a really short flight from Toronto to Fort Lauderdale. It was only 3 hours, so I did a little bit of video editing and just reading, and before you knew it, we were already there. I love plane rides. They're so magical. I remember as a kid, every time I get on a plane, I was like, oh my god, it's taking me somewhere beautiful and magical. Literally Harry Potter in a metal plane. So we were visiting my classmate and good friend from med school. She lives in Florida, and this is her place. A very typical Floridian Miami style house with the Spanish architecture. It was gorgeous. 4 bedrooms and a pool. Toronto could never. It was like noon when we landed, so we went out to Publix to get food. Like, I've never heard of Publix until she was like, let's go to Publix. I was like, oh, what is that? I remember thinking to myself, hey, the little logo literally looks like the Toronto parking logo. I was like, this is some alternative universe. After that, we headed home and hit up the pool, which I gotta say was a solid 11 out of 10. I decided that it is time to enter my snowbird era and pretty much migrate to Florida every single year, as my fellow Canadians do. Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. I have to say, this is the most alcohol I drank in the past couple years put together in like 1 week. I don't recommend it. Welcome to Miami. Lol, and here we have Will knocked out from the jet lag and the alcohol. I have to say that I really did enjoy the night scene in Miami. It is very different from Toronto. Toronto is more of a stuffy vibe. Like, you have to get all like dressed up and wear heels, and it's like, ew, so outdated. But like, Miami was super chill. Like, I literally pulled up to every party in Crocs. I was literally living my best life. I also think that the Miami vibe is actually pretty wholesome. A lot of people would turn up to the club or like the night scene to like actually just have a really good time, which was quite nice from the Toronto scene. I feel like the Toronto scene is just people trying to pick each other up, versus this one was like more like friends going out and having a good time. And it could also have just been the places that I went to. I went to a lot of more like Latino and like R&B type of places, and the vibe was so chill. I was like, yes, please. One of the other places that I wanted to hit up that was on Miami bucket list was going down to Las Olas Boulevard. So that was really fun. And we also went to get some cocktails at a place called Salt, which was really cool. I ordered some sort of mojito, I think, or did Will order that? I kind of don't really remember. While we were down at the pier, we kept making jokes about the yachts that we were gonna buy. We were like, we're gonna buy this yacht and buy that yacht, and then tell Anna that she can go on our yachts. Like, the whole pier is her oyster. After day drinking, we decided to hit up a sushi restaurant, so we went to Sushi Garage. I really liked it. I thought it was really good, but some of my friends did not, which is such a pity because I think it was really good. After sushi, we decided to go get Mexican. So your crew ordered, was it quesadillas? Yeah, quesadillas, and they were so cheesy and so good. Oh my gosh. Miami makes literally the best Latino food. And this is coming from a Latino. The next day, we decided to hit up Hollywood Beach, so that was really exciting. I was a bit confused because as a Canadian, I don't really know where these places are. I was like, Hollywood is in Miami? I was like, sounds about right. I still kind of don't really know the difference, but I was like, good enough. So I guess I've been to Hollywood. Comment down below if you get this. The beach was gorgeous. It was a solid 10 out of 10. I'm in love. I will definitely be coming back next year because hashtag Miami beaches. We pre-bought food from Publix, so we had chicken wings from Publix, and then we also got some Moscato. I don't really know if day drinking at the beach in the sun was the smartest of ideas, but was it a fun idea? Yes, it was. I actually did not get that tan at the beach. I actually got most of my tan from chilling in Anna's pool, so that day I was just chilling and vibing under this giant tarp that she had. The next day, we decided to hit up a flea market. I don't remember what the flea market was called, but it was so lit. There was so much cool stuff. I feel like Americans do stuff so much differently and so much more abundantly the way Canadians do. We're a little bit more conservative with our, I don't even know what you would call it, our stuff. But it was a lot, and it was so cool. I ended up getting a Cubanito coffee. I ended up trying Cuban coffee, una tacita or cubanito, I think is what it's called, and that stuff was really strong. I loved it. Upon my friend's recommendation, we also had some coconut water, which was much needed, some hydration and electrolytes, and it was so good. It's actually one of the best coconuts I'd ever drank. It was a solid 10 out of 10. After that, we decided to get food, so we ended up getting Colombian because Miami, hashtag Latino culture, and the Colombian food was so good. The next day, we decided to head off to the Venetian Pool, which was located in the south of Miami, and we decided to pick up some Subways, which we were trying on the recommendation of Anna and David. They are full-blown Americans, and they said that it was good, so of course we had to try it. The Venetian Pool was so beautiful. The architecture is so different from Toronto architecture, so it had more of like a European-esque type of feel. The Toronto pools are nothing like this at all. Our Toronto pools are very stereotypical recreation center vibe. After that, we headed off to Little Havana, which is Calle Ocho, for more Latino food, and it was so good. They had like wild chickens running around, which was really cool because I've never really seen that in Toronto. My friends wanted to pre-drink before we ate. Don't ask why. So we actually ended up getting some Cuban drinks. I ended up getting a pina colada, which was so good, and Will ended up getting a mojito. Mojito is literally Will's go-to drink. We decided to get sushi, and it was actually prepared by an actual Japanese chef, which was amazing. Then we tried some Cuban ice cream on the recommendation of my friends. Fuego, a 10 out of 10. I know I keep saying everything is a 10 out of 10, but honestly, my friends did an amazing job of bringing us to all the best places, which is why it's important to have local friends, because sometimes Kijiji and Google reviews are not always accurate. It was our last day in Miami, and shortly after that, we headed back to the Amex Lounge to chill and relax and head back to our cold snowbird lifestyles back in Toronto. Thank you so much for coming along with me to Miami, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!